Shut up and sit down.
What's up, guys? Today we are reviewing the HP Spectre X360. It's the 2020 version, but it is the 10th gen Intel Core i7 and not the 11th gen that's just recently come out. Now this is the 4K convertible laptop with the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 Ti Max-Q. This is a fantastic laptop. I've had it for just over a week and been playing around with it, so let's dive into this. This particular model has 16 gigs of onboard memory, as well as a 1TB SSD for your storage. It is soldered on memory, so you're not going to be able to expand this in the future. What you buy is what you get. You're stuck with that. And this model does start at $2,300, so that's in Canadian. There are cheaper alternatives, but that is going to give you a little bit less. But for what I need that 1TB, as well as I really wanted to get that 4K display, so that's why I got it, and it was also on sale. Check back and see if it does go on sale. I'll put a link below so you can check it out for yourself. Now, I picked up the 15-inch model, but it does come in a 13 and 14-inch now that just recently came out. And with this purchase, you're also going to be getting the tilt pen that's included in the box. Taking an overall look at the I/O of the device, you have a power button in the top corner, as well as a power jack, HDMI port, and a traditional audio jack. Speaker grills are on the top of the device and on the bottom, and on the other side you have two USB-C Thunderbolts, a standard USB, as well as your kill switch and a micro SD card reader. Would have still preferred a full card reader, but that's not a big deal. It also has a fingerprint reader, which is really convenient for logging on, Windows Hello, which is absolutely amazing. Sorry if it looks funny on the camera because I was trying to work around a camera. But it does work really well and I can't complain. It's pretty neat. Now, the touchpad on this device is pretty amazing. It does have gestures integrated right into it. It's a nice size touchpad though. I really enjoy the fact that it's not tiny and small. It's large and you can really do a lot of stuff with it. It's got a really nice textile feature, so if you're into that, you're going to enjoy it. The overall look of this laptop is absolutely beautiful. You need to definitely see it for yourself. Now, jumping into other things, let's get into Photoshop and that kind of stuff. Touchscreen's great, you can zoom in and out. It's just overall very well. But the tilt pen that comes with it is a great device, and it really does help with any kind of work that you're doing in Photoshop. And by the way, Photoshop on this thing runs really, really well. I really can't complain about it. It's way better than my 2016 Asus that I had, and it really keeps up. If you're doing video editing on Premiere Pro or any kind of video software, it does a really good job of just handling everything overall. And I'm not going to get into benchmarks, that's not what you're here for. You're here to just see if it's worth it. And quite frankly, if you're just using this day to day, trying to get stuff done, put some YouTube videos together, but not doing heavy content as a, say, professional would do, then I think you're perfectly fine with this thing. 16 gigs of onboard memory is more than enough to get you by on just doing all your Photoshop stuff and everything else in between. And that pen is really receptive. It's great. It's got pressure sensitivities in it, so you can go really hard or really light, and it's really fluid. If you are looking for a laptop for your day-to-day, this is definitely going to get you by, and I think you'll be happy for a few years. Looking at the tilt pen a little bit more though, I was a little disappointed. See some wear and tear, and it's only been a week. A little upset. So far, so good. But can it game? Alright, so when I purchased this laptop, it came with Marvel's Avengers, and I'll be honest with you, this is not a gaming computer. I'm not a PC gamer, but I do like to game a lot when I can, I guess. Very light gaming, not so much heavy. But this game I tried playing on high, not very high, but it was not handling it well at all. I mean, it stuttered, it was taking a long time to load. Don't buy this if this is what you're expecting for a gaming PC. It looks nice, but it's not a gaming PC. It did handle the game really well when I reduced the settings down to medium though. So on medium settings, this became really fluid, it handled it really well, and I still think, you know, it's not bad. So if you're looking for something like that, why not? But it is going to let you down if you're looking for something a little bit heavier. Overall though, decent game. Diving into the screen one last time. So I do a lot of photography stuff and I like to edit my photos, obviously. The screen gives you the option to actually change your screen settings to better account for your color grading. So you've got default, sRGB, Adobe RGB, and then you've got a couple of other options for video as well as native. Now, by default, this computer will ship, and when you turn on the screen, it will be in native. When you turn power saving mode on though, it does black out the other options except for default, so you won't be able to switch to sRGB or Adobe RGB. It just gives you that native and default setting that you can pick from. There's no options outside of this, and I felt really dumb because I couldn't figure out why I was having an issue earlier, and I'll get into that. So if you switch power saving mode off and then go into your settings and you're a person that likes to have your HDR on, well, this screen does support HDR. It does not support you being able to use sRGB or Adobe RGB as well as the third setting or default. It actually just lets you use native, and that's it. Nothing more. You're stuck with it. There's nothing wrong with it, but if you have HDR on, just keep in mind you won't be able to use the other settings. That being said though, it is nice to have a computer that gives you the ability to change your screen color gamut to whatever work you're trying to do. So it helps if you're a photographer or a videographer that likes to get their stuff done in a more natural feel as well. The colors on this laptop are very color accurate. I think you'll be happy. At the end of the day, this is a really good device. And I think if you're getting into YouTube or any kind of content creation as well as videography or photography, this is going to carry you as well as looking really stylish. You can't go wrong. So at the end of the day, the price is a little high, but I think the longevity of this device is going to be around for a bit. Do I recommend it? Totally. I think anybody that's looking for a new laptop that's stylish, stands out, and just makes a statement overall, this is it. You should definitely check it out, and I will leave a link in the description below for you to check it out. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.